Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Sunday School. We're so excited you're here to join us for another Good Shepherd story. My name is Chessie Brenton, and I'm the Director of Children and Family Ministries here at Manchester United Methodist Church. This is going to be another wonderful month. In October, we are talking about Moses. So we're still in the Old Testament of the Bible, but now we are moving into talking about Moses. We're going to start from when he was a baby up until he is an older man. Also, you might be able to see some familiar characters. Do you remember this past summer when we talked about his sister Miriam? She's going to be a part of our stories as well. So let's get ready to enjoy these stories all together. Just a couple quick reminders. Parents, remember those wondering questions. Try really, really hard not to answer them. I know that can be hard to do, but you know what? Take this time to wonder together and just have fun learning and diving deeper into your Bible. If you're wondering where you can find these videos, they are after the 9:30 and 11 o'clock worship services through Facebook Live, and they're also posted on our website. Don't forget to get connected through the Children and Family Ministry Facebook group, because that's where you'll be able to find extension activities and also Bible Stories with Chessie on Tuesday, where I go back through our stories, our wondering questions, and just take time to reflect on the story that we heard that weekend. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day and just enjoy these stories with our storytellers. Goodbye.
Good morning. I'll be your storyteller today. My name is Aiden Combs, and today we're going to continue the story of Moses. All the words of this story are inside of me. Will you help me make silence to help me find the words? Baby Moses, who had been put in a basket to save his life, grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh. But he always remembered that he was one of the people of God. One day, when he was a man, he saw an Egyptian beating one of his people, the people of God. Moses became so angry that he killed the Egyptian. Then he ran away because he was afraid the Pharaoh would kill him. Moses went to live in the desert where he took care of sheep. One day, much later, when Moses was taking care of his sheep, he saw a bush. The bush looked like it was on fire, but it wasn't being burned up. Moses went to look at the bush. When he came close, the voice of the Lord came out of the bush. "Take off your shoes, Moses. You are standing on holy ground. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Moses hid his face. He was afraid to look at God. Then God said, "I've seen how badly my people are being treated. I know they are being hurt as slaves, and I have come down to help them escape from the Pharaoh to a good rich land flowing with milk and honey. I will send you, Moses, to the Pharaoh, and you will lead my people out of Egypt. I will be with you all the time." Then Moses said, "I don't even know your name. How am I to tell the Pharaoh that my God sent me if I don't know your name?" The voice of the Lord said, "My name is I am that I am." In Hebrew, that is Yahweh. Moses didn't think he could speak well enough to talk to the Pharaoh, but God promised to send his brother Aaron to speak for him. So Moses went back to Egypt and said to the Pharaoh, Yahweh, the God of Israel, says, 'Let my people go that they may worship me.' But the Pharaoh said, 'No.' Then many terrible things happened to the people in the land of Egypt. There was sickness, and crops were destroyed. After each terrible event, Moses would say to the Pharaoh, 'Let my people go.' But each time the Pharaoh said no. Finally, Moses brought these words of Yahweh to the Pharaoh: 'If you do not let my people go, a very sad thing will happen. All the firstborn children, cattle and sheep in Egypt, will die.' But Pharaoh still said no. Then Moses told the people of God, 'Kill a lamb and put the blood of the lamb on the doorpost of your house. For wherever there is blood of the lamb, the angel of death will pass over the house and you will be safe.' The people of God hurried to do what Moses had told them. That night, the angel of death passed over the houses of all the people of God, but in the houses of the Egyptian, all the firstborn died. Finally, Pharaoh said to Moses, 'Go, get out of Egypt. Take your money and jewels and fine clothing. Just leave.' So Moses told the people of God to pack their things. They made bread for the journey, but they didn't have time to let it rise and get soft. They baked it right away so they could leave before the Pharaoh could change his mind. Then they left, men, women, children, with all that they owned. But after they left, the Pharaoh changed his mind. He said to the soldiers, 'Go after them and bring them back, or I have no slaves to do my work.' The people of God were now by the Red Sea. They looked at the water and said to Moses, 'How are we to get across this place?' Then they looked back and saw the Egyptian soldiers. 'Oh no,' they said, 'we should have stayed in Egypt. Now we will die.' But Moses said, 'Don't be afraid. Yahweh will care for us.' Then Yahweh told Moses to lift his rod over the waters. When he did, the waters parted, and the people of God came through the water to freedom on dry ground. The Egyptian soldiers tried to follow the people of God through the river, but their chariot wheels soon became stuck. Then Yahweh told Moses again to raise his rod over the water. This time, the water came back and destroyed all the Egyptian soldiers. And so the God named I Am That I Am, or Yahweh, led the people of God to freedom. Now they would not be slaves. Now they were free. I wonder if the Pharaoh understood the name I Am. I wonder if Moses was always afraid to talk to the Pharaoh. I wonder if God was sad when the Egyptian soldiers were destroyed. And I have some questions for you older children. Once the people of God were at the Red Sea, they became afraid of their lives and wanted to go back to Egypt. Think of something you started to do and then changed your mind. What did you do? How did you feel? In this story, God seems to be involved in the death of many people. What role do you think God has in the death of people? God kept the people of God safe. Think of a time when you were in trouble or afraid. Did you sense God's presence with you? How do you feel about God at that time? I want you to watch very carefully how I put these figurines away, so you'll know how to use them if you want to make them your story. Thank you for joining me today during this story. For more activities and coloring pages, please visit the Children and Family Ministry Facebook page. And have a great week.